So you want to hear about a guy with a metal nose?
Let's do it. Bring it on.
All right. His name is Tycho Brahe.
Tycho Brahe?
Brahe.
Brahe.
Like B-R-A-H-E. Brahe.
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 Brahe?
Brahe.
Brahe.
It's Brahe. I think it's Tycho
It
Brahe.
might be Brahe.
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 Anyway.
Whatever.
So this guy was an astronomer.
Sorry, we butchered your name.
That's okay. He's dead. He didn't care.
Oh, he's dead.
Actually, his
gosh.
death was... I'll tell you about that.
All right. Here we go. Let's do this.
Tycho Brahe. He was an astronomer. Born in 1546.
1546?
1546.
Yeah, I'd say he's dead. Good Lord.
Anyway, so the telescope was supposedly invented in 1608. So he's an astronomer using near sight.
1546,
eyesight.
you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's in his 50s.
He's born in 1546.
Right.
He's an astronomer.
Okay.
In 1608, the telescope was invented. I'm just saying...
When he's in his 50s.
I'm just saying he's not using the telescope.
Gotcha.
I don't think he makes it to 1608.
He's an astronomer without a telescope.
He's an astronomer without a telescope.
Poor guy.
At this point...
How do you do your job?
At this point, the whole world is kind of starting to assume
Binoculars?
that
Like,
there's...
what are you doing?
It says
like-
nearsight, eyesight. Somehow he had instruments.
Oh,
just not a telescope.
Oh, so he had like lenses.
I don't know what he had.
He must have had some sort of lenses or
something that he was using, but he tracked the stars for like over a decade.
Sure.
And society has sort of like started to assume like, you know, we're in a heliocentric solar system with the sun at the middle, but this guy assumed that the Earth
was in the middle.
Right, but that the sun was orbited the Earth.
Yes.
But that the rest of the planets orbited the sun. They call it a geoheliocentric. Geoheliocentric.
So it's a combination of the two. So instead of just geocentric and just heliocentric, geoheliocentric.
Right.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah. And he turned out to be wrong on that.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, how does that even work?
Right. But when he was 20 years old,
astronomers,
he was in a duel at a wedding party.
Okay. Knife duel? Sword duel?
Sword duel.
Sword duel. Nice.
With another mathematician.
With a mathematician. So you've got you've got an astronomer and a mathematician
fighting with
swords
at a wedding.
Nonetheless, okay.
Basically, Tycho was like, I'm a better...
Do you know where this is?
This was in a Danish nobleman. So Denmark.
Okay, so he was in Denmark, okay.
Yep, and his observatory was called Uraniborg, which was funded by the Danish king Frederick II.
Okay.
Yeah. The name means Castle of the Heavens.
Nice.
Yeah, but anyway, so this duel...
We should visit that.
It was over a mathematical argument during a wedding feast. There's some different kind of stories and lore on it, but people say that it took place in the dark. So, like...
The duel?
I don't know if it was just nighttime. I guess the sun went down.
Yeah. The candles didn't stay lit. Nobody lit the candles yet.
Yeah. So this guy was like, you know, I'm a better mathematician than you. This other guy was like, no, I'm better than you, man. Right. And they were like, no, we got to fight this out. So Tycho lost his nose, like cut it off. A huge chunk of it off.
Gosh.
So he had some prosthetics made.
Right.
He had like a glass one, a brass one, a gold one,
a
silver one.
When you go out,
and he literally wore them like depending on the event.
Yeah, to go with
that he would wear.
Right. Next duel, he probably wore a glass one. Probably.
Right. And so I don't know if you've heard of this guy, Johannes Kepler.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Johann Kepler.
Johann Kepler.
Johann
so he like established a lot of the laws of orbit and stuff.
Yeah, Kepler's well known.
So Kepler was Tycho's apprentice.
Okay.
And he worked at this observatory. Mm-hmm. And you know, apparently Tycho wouldn't let Johann use his data that, you know, he has like decades of star movements and everything cataloged. And Johannes was like, man, I feel like, you know, he's not really right about this whole Earth in the middle thing. He keeps trying to get into Tycho's documents. Tycho doesn't let him. And so...
so he's trying to look into his work.
Yeah.
Right? Trying to correct him.
Yeah.
Looking at his work and saying, hey, this is wrong.
Right. But Tycho's not about that.
He's throwing shade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then lo and behold...
throwing mad shade at Tycho.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Lo and behold, in 1601, Tycho died suddenly. Very suddenly.
Like because of the nose?
Nope.
No.
It's sort of a mystery.
I'm sure Johannes knows.
Some people said he died of a bladder infection after refusing to leave a banquet to relieve himself.
What? I mean, how long did he hold it? He got a bladder infection?
That's like the tradition.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Back then.
But supposedly,
UTI, you might die.
Later analysis of his remains found high levels of mercury. I don't know when this was, how far later on, but it caused some speculation that he might have been poisoned with mercury. So
that's interesting.
So maybe Johann.
Yeah, maybe.
He was like, I need to see that data, man. You're about to die.
I mean, he had a metal nose, though.
Yeah,
he had a metal prosthetic nose. Makes me wonder if there was some lead or mercury in the.
Maybe, but I mean, he had all kinds of different. He had a glass one, you know. I mean, I don't know if he was wearing these things 24/7. Apparently, he was a super eccentric dude.
But, I mean, to have multiple noses.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
to get in a sword fight over meth in the first place.
I mean, you can't really look down his nose at people anymore.
Yeah, so that's Tycho Brahe.
Tycho.
Little snippet.
Just makes me think of like Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's kind of like a common thing that Tycho is.
Tycho. Yeah. But it's Tych.
Oh, it's spelled differently.
Yeah, it's
Ty, like Tycho or
Tycho. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. I would not have guessed that to be the spelling. That's interesting.
According to if you're Danish, you can correct me on the pronunciation, but
yeah, maybe that's not how it's pronounced. I don't know. Tycho.
But yeah, that's Tycho Brahe. Tycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So
poor guy.
Yeah.
Johann just couldn't let it go.
Could be.
Just couldn't let it go, maybe.
Could be. It's hard to say. This was.
I'm gonna call it. I think he killed him.
Yeah. I mean, seems pretty possible.
Yeah. I mean, he clearly disagreed with the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Tell us what you think. You know, do you think Tycho was offed?
Well, yeah. Was he murdered?
Do you think Johann Kepler maybe shouldn't be as regarded as highly as he is?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe he shouldn't be as well respected.
Maybe he stole some of Tycho's stuff and just kind of claimed it as his own.
He could have.
The whole telescope thing is kind of similar, honestly. Same.
Really?
Similar story.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah. But I think that's probably it for today. Make sure that, we're working hard at this. Working really hard.
We're doing the best we can.
So if you like it, send it to your friend.
Yeah.
Send it to your like it. I mean, it's just one button. Just hit the thumbs up. It really helps us out. We're just trying to grow, man.
You know, I really think that that there's a room.
Yeah.
You know, like for us to
there's a whole world of people out there that would just absolutely love us.
Yeah. I mean, I want to do more research into it, like a specific topic, I think.
Yeah, more deep dives.
I want something to bite into, really.